When love ends and your relationship has reached the point of no return, your financial affairs are perhaps the next most important thing that will occupy your mind. A common question that I'm often being asked is, how can I reach an agreement without going to court? People are scared to go to court for many reasons. Hi, my name is Alan Weiss from Aussie Divorce. In my experience, there are two main reasons when matters have no alternative other than to ask the court to intervene or asking the court to make decisions on your behalf. The first one is the bully approach attitude, which has no respect for the law or to others. The second one is applying to the court. I guess it's a tool used by lawyers to force parties to the negotiation table. It's like putting a property for auction. It forces you to take action. These sorts of cases settle in the court system by agreement fairly quickly after the commencement of proceedings. Let's examine several methods of negotiations that you should explore before instructing your lawyer to apply to the court. And I love the idea of negotiations, over coffee negotiations. This method may not be suitable for you if there is a history of violence. If you are in a talking terms, brilliant idea, and I suggest that you meet in a neutral place, allow for 45 minutes. Now you got to remember, divorce is a business, and you need to be smart on the way that you are managing this process. I know it may sound crazy, but in the end, the pie will need to be divided, and lawyers will need to be paid for their service. When meeting with your partner or your spouse, consider all the issues in your case, the years of your relationship or marriage, the children, assets that you own on your name or jointly, and ask yourself what you think would be an acceptable outcome for you in each area. The more you and your partner can agree on and narrow your differences, the more money you will both have to divide. It is important that you keep calm. Avoid blaming. It's not a therapy session. And focus on finding common grounds that are beneficial to both of you. Now, here are some examples that you can add to your list, and your lawyer perhaps will give you other items to add. How do you divide money that you have in any bank account, any stock, anything which is liquid? How to divide the property or the family home or other investment property? Who gets to keep what? Now, selecting the most qualified real estate agents that can advise you on the best method of selling and the market value. Agent can play a major part or role in obtaining the best price for your property. Who is going to pay the mortgage payments, especially when one party has moved out and is paying rent? Perhaps you can jointly write a letter to your lender and explaining the process that you're going through now. How to split your superannuation interest. How to divide personal property that has sentimental value to each party. And of course, parenting arrangements. The children have the rights to spend equal time with both parents. Now, following the meeting, thank your partner, be polite, and email your lawyer and your partner a list of items that you both have agreed on and the items that are still in dispute. If needed, meet again. Next is the traditional lawyer negotiations. Most of cases settle this way. Now, this involves phoning, writing letters or emails, and having around the table conferences with two parties, I should say. Unfortunately, this can drag on and on over a long period of time if people are not equally committed to resolve the differences. Next is arbitration. In a financial dispute, you can arbitrate, which means that you get a qualified person or an ex-judge and you pay for their time, and they can decide the case on your behalf. Now, it is legally binding and much quicker and much more flexible than going to court. Again, speak to a lawyer about it. A negotiated property settlement can be made enforceable by either entering into a financial binding agreement or by applying to the court for consent orders. For more information, see aussiedivorce.com.au, and for legal advice, speak to a family lawyer. My name is Alan Weiss.